There are certain things a woman can say that reveal absolutely everything you need to know. They reveal to you the direction the relationship is going and how she truly sees you in the depth of her heart. Most men ignore these signs. They make excuses for her. They hope she will change. They try even harder. They believe that patience will heal everything. But the truth is, certain statements must never be ignored. When a woman says them, she shows you her mindset, her level of respect, and her true intentions. If you stay after hearing these sentences, you are preparing yourself for a painful ending. This video is not about anger or revenge. It's about protecting yourself as a man, your dignity, your time, and your heart. Many men don't get hurt because women are cruel, but because they refuse to leave when a woman clearly shows them that she does not appreciate them. A woman who respects you will not speak to you in just any way, and a woman who cares about you will not try to break you mentally or emotionally. If she does, you don't argue, you don't negotiate, you don't beg, you leave. In this video, you will learn 5 sentences that are immediate red flags. Sentences that reveal her maturity, her emotional state, and her view of the relationship. These are not jokes, not heat of the moment comments, and not slip-ups. When a woman says these things, she means them. Some men think that leaving makes them weak. The opposite is true. Weak men stay where they are treated with disrespect. Strong men remove themselves from the situation. You don't need to shout. You don't need to prove your worth. You don't need to convince her of anything. Leaving is the final statement. I respect myself more than I need your approval. I don't need you. When a woman tells you I don't need you, she is not speaking from a mood or temporary anger. She is revealing how she sees the fundamental dynamic of your relationship. Women do not say this to men they respect. They do not say this to men they value and want to keep in their lives. When she says this sentence, she makes one thing clear. You are optional, replaceable, you are unimportant. Don't get me wrong, a healthy, mature woman can absolutely be independent without treating you disrespectfully. She can have her own goals, her own income, her own life, and still appreciate your presence as a partner. But when she throws, I don't need you at your face like a weapon, she is actually saying, you're just a temporary guest. I can leave any time without losing anything. Men often try to fix this moment. They start explaining themselves. They defend their worth. They work even harder to prove they matter. But once a woman speaks like this, she is already disconnected mentally. You cannot justify your worth to someone who has already decided that you don't matter. This sentence hides a deeper message. She believes she has better options. A woman does not push away a man. She fears losing. If she says she doesn't need you, she secretly believes that you need her more than she needs you. This imbalance destroys attraction. The moment she sees herself above you, she stops trying. If you stay, you teach her a dangerous lesson that you tolerate being devalued. The respect will not return. It will fade further. Do not argue. If a woman wants to prove how good her life is without you, let her. A man with self-respect does not beg for a seat at a table where he is not welcome. 2. You're too emotional. She may not say this during a loud fight. Sometimes she says it casually or most calmly, but the psychological message behind it is devastating. When she tells you you're too emotional, she is criticizing your masculinity. She labels your feelings as weakness. And the moment a woman sees a man as weak, her sexual and emotional respect for him dies. Real men have emotions. Real men feel stress, disappointment, pressure, and sadness. But when a woman uses your emotions against you, she is telling you that your well-being means nothing to her. She does not see herself as your partner who supports you, but as a judge who evaluates you. A loyal woman appreciates honesty. A mature woman provides a safe space. But a woman who mocks your emotional side wants a machine, not a human. She wants to benefit from your strength, but has no patience for your humanity. She wants a protector, but is not willing to protect you when you are vulnerable. If you cannot trust your partner to handle your truth with respect, you are already alone in that relationship. She will use this sentence as a weapon again and again. You're overreacting. You're dramatic. You take everything too seriously. Each time a piece of your trust dies. In the end, you stop talking, you shut down, and And then she will blame you for being distant without realizing she created that distance herself through mockery. A woman only calls a man too emotional. When she does not care whether she loses him, if she respected you, she would choose her words carefully. Walk away from anyone who uses your vulnerability as ammunition. 3. You deserve someone better than me. This sentence sounds innocent, almost sad or self-aware. Many men hear this and think, oh, she's just insecure. I need to show her how much I love her. They think it's a cry for reassurance. The bitter reality is this: when a woman tells you that you deserve better, she is actually saying that she has no intention of giving you what you deserve. This sentence is her psychological exit. It is her way to pull back without looking like the bad person. She is saying, I will not put in effort. I will not commit. I will not change for you. A woman who truly wants you would never risk another man taking her place. She would work on herself to be the woman you deserve. When she says this sentence, she has already decided against you. She is preparing you for the end. It is a soft rejection disguised as humility. The true translation is, there is someone else I would rather put effort into, or I know I'm treating you badly, and I do not intend to stop. The biggest mistake a man can make is trying to convince her otherwise. No, you're wonderful. I only want you. By doing this, you devalue yourself. If she tells you you deserve better, believe her. Turn around and go find that better. 4. I never asked you to do anything for me. This sentence cuts through everything you invested into the relationship: your time, your financial support, your emotional energy, your sacrifices. With one sentence, she erases it all. She reduces your entire contribution to zero. Women only say this when they no longer acknowledge the value you brought to their life. It is a form of cruel manipulation. Instead of taking responsibility for her behavior, she reverses the situation. She doesn't want to feel guilty for using you or taking you for granted. So, she simply denies that your efforts ever mattered. It is a psychological defense. If she pretends your contribution meant nothing, she can walk away without remorse. It also reveals that she saw your generosity as weakness. Your loyalty became routine to her, your attention guaranteed. A man who hears this and tries to give even more in hopes of finally earning appreciation will only receive more contempt. If a woman believes you expect no respect and no gratitude in return, she will give you nothing. A relationship like this quickly becomes a one-way path into emotional destruction. Do not list what you did. That is beneath your dignity. Just leave and let her experience the silence that comes when the man who cared is suddenly gone. 5. Maybe we should take a break. Many men hear this and think it's temporary. They believe she is just stressed or overwhelmed and needs time to find herself. Let's speak the truth. When a woman wants a break, she is not asking for space. She is preparing the final breakup. A break is the soft exit that allows her to detach emotionally while you wait as the backup on the bench. Women do not take breaks from men they love. They take breaks from men they are unsure about or for whom they have lost the fire. The break is her free pass to test life without you, without feeling guilty for an official breakup. She wants freedom without the responsibility. While you sit at home waiting, she lives her life. She tests her options. She checks whether the grass is greener elsewhere. If she comes back after the break, it is usually because her options out there were not as good as she expected, not because she realized your value. A man with self-respect does not let himself be paused like a game console and restarted at her convenience. If a woman needs time away from you to decide whether you are valuable, she has already made her decision. Someone who loves you wants to solve problems with you, not without you. A break is the breakup in installments. End it clearly and walk away. Conclusion: the power of walking away. When a woman speaks, she shows you exactly who she is. Most men do not suffer because they didn't see the signs, but because they refused to accept reality. They held on to potential that never existed. If her words reveal disrespect, distance, or indifference, it is your duty to yourself to walk away. There is enormous strength in silence and withdrawal. You don't need to shout. You let your absence speak for you. Silence is what separates self-respecting men from men who desperately seek approval. Walking away does not make you cold. It makes you wise. You withdraw your valuable energy from a situation that drains you instead of building you up. And when you walk away, something interesting happens. Your value increases the moment you show you are willing to lose everything except your dignity. Maybe she will regret it. Maybe she will one day realize that loyal, supportive men are not found on every corner. But that is no longer your problem. Your job is to choose yourself. Your peace matters more than her moods. Your future matters more than a one-sided relationship. If these words ever come from her mouth, believe her. Respect yourself enough to walk away. A woman who truly wants you will protect the relationship. She will not tear it down, brick by brick with her words. If this video opened your eyes, then subscribe to the channel. We are here to help men reclaim their value and truly understand the dynamics between the sexes. Leave a like and write in the comments, I know my worth. Stay strong. See you in the next